Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Dash Brandon. This is our Fortnite stream. If I move my face here, you can see that we have a time on the 2.5 downtime and patch for February 15th at 4 a.m. The bad news about this is this little section right here. It says patch notes will go live with the update. One, that's a little scary because they don't want to give us the patch notes beforehand, and things typically slip through the cracks on a lot of the patch notes for this game. The other thing is that, yeah, that's me. Dash Brandon is like, I don't know why it's telling me that. The other thing is that it makes it kind of difficult to do a patch video for the day of the patch with the patch notes arriving that day when I'm going to be asleep. So that's a little unfortunate for me, but you know, it is what it is. I'll get a video up there as soon as I can. I'll do the same thing I usually do, talk about the patches, talk about everything, talk about how my monitor seems crooked, and I'll do that. Today I finished, for all intents and purposes, well, I guess not really, but I finished the stats portion of the nodes for the research tree, so I'm pretty happy about that. I have the 4 vehicle slots to get and 2 storm shield slots, which will give me a whole 10 storm shield storage. And I'll be able, I'll probably go out and knock out these 3 just because I don't like seeing it there. And then we'll continue with these here 40 nodes that we have to go, though these nodes should go relatively quickly compared to the last 141 that I will do. So we have that. But enough about that. We're gonna play some Save the World. I'm thinking about rebranding the show here because we're on our 4th one. I think it's perfectly fine to do that. The common abbreviation, I suppose, for Save the World is STW. So I was thinking of calling this STW FTW, Save the World for the win. I don't think that's too terrible. I don't think that's too terrible at all. We're also broadcasting on Valentine's Day, so there's that. I feel like one of these players is on my friends list, so I might be able to cheat and see what mission we're doing. We're doing Destroy the Encampments. See, I was able to cheat. I only cheated a little bit though. Destroy the encampments. We're gonna do something that I find to be a lot of fun, and I need to do a whole video on this on its own. But I haven't recorded the video for that yet, so this might be part of that video. I also feel like my camera is off. I'm getting kind of tired of the Logitech cameras and pretty much always being off. I just tilt that down a little bit. It's a little bit better. You can see my shirt. We're primal raging it up.
Round 3, fight!
Alright, so we're on round 3. We have no weapons equipped.
Stand by for an important weather alert.
Farming radars earlier. That's what you do when you farm radars. You farm them and then you AFK. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Wait, we already have a nature, so we'll just put on this guy, just in case. I also need to fix my sprint button. There we go. Alright, so one thing I like to do with the teleporter, and this entirely, like me using a teleporter entirely came about because of the streams. And then I just started looking for more places to use it. So one thing you can do is you can build your sky bridge like you always do.
15 minutes to complete the mission.
And you can build it quite a ways up here if you're trying to get as far as we're trying to get here. You can do your jump pad. It doesn't show up on my wheel because it hates me. Then you can drop your teleporter. So you can teleport back up here without having to build another bridge. I think that's pretty fun. Even if you overshoot it a little bit. Still have, I think, one upgrade to do here. There we go. So we got that. And we can help our person here. So wait for this is wash bottom. And we can do our Dragon Slash. This is what I got when signing up for a random 94 to 100 mission, by the way. See, a couple people have joined me on this Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining me. Alright, so from here we can just take our teleporter back up. If we see that it's not anywhere near us, and just jump back in this boy. We'll be right back here. So, you can either wait here a minute for it, or you can just chalk this one up as a loss. Epic Hate Save the World. I don't know if I would go that far. I definitely don't think it gets as much love as it deserves. And I love this game, so there's that. Not that it really matters that I love the game. Well, if you recall, the Halloween update actually came very close to Halloween as well. I believe it was on like the 30th was when the Halloween update showed up. We're in a bad spot here. So, yeah, someone said Epic hates Save the World. I don't think I agree with that. I think that the team is not prepared for what they have on their hands in Save the World or in Battle Royale. I don't believe that they're really prepared on either front. Oh, that's why this hurts so much. It's exploding death first. I was told that I need to read the questions. That's why I repeated that, by the way. Trying to do better at that. For the people that watch this after we're done doing live. I believe that guy's part of the encampment. There we go.
Check out your map.
Hire a new team. Well, they just closed down an entire game to provide more support for Fortnite. So, you're just kidding. Okay. But yeah, like they just closed down Paragon to provide support for this game. Will all those people be going to Save the World? Probably not. Will the bulk of them be going to Battle Royale? Probably. And some of the friends that I play Save the World with, they also play Battle Royale, and they made me, well, they convinced me to try Battle Royale, and I gotta say I'm really not that into it. Really not that into it at all. And they're like, you just don't get it, man. It's like, no, I guess I just don't. And I don't really care to get better at the game either. So, at the PvP portion. I love the PvP. Even though I'm failing horribly right now. So I do think that there's a lot more crossplay of people that play both than everyone seems to think. And once the game goes completely free, it'll be even more people. This is something I haven't been doing very well here. I always think that you should Dragon Slash out, away from the middle, right as they spawn, instead of Dragon Slashing into the middle. Going into the middle is kind of scary, especially with exploding death burst. You probably want to get away from all that. Unless you're trying to save one of your friends. Which, our friend over there seems okay. Okay, they're running a lot, so maybe they're not okay. You don't enjoy Battle Royale either? Well, that at least makes two of us. There's a funny story about my first evening of Battle Royale. We were in a basement, and I picked up a smoke grenade, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna throw this smoke grenade, but there was a very small hole to get out of the basement, and I may or may not have killed my entire team by throwing that smoke grenade. Because I obstructed the view of the hole, therefore we could not figure out how to get out of it. So I thought we were close to where we had our teleporter before, but maybe it got destroyed. I think it did get destroyed by that last wave. That's one thing I wish the teleporter couldn't do, is get destroyed so easily. Yeah, I spent all of my seasonal gold as well, and it's unfortunate. Is Lush Bottom coming? I think they are. I spent all of mine as well, and it's unfortunate that we could have had laser swords right now. Instead of a laser sword, I have this thing, which this thing isn't terrible. It's not my ideal weapon. Laser sword would be better because I believe all of them are energy as a base, which is always nice to have. We have a lot of little guys here. I want to try and stay in shadow stance if I can. Even though my sword... Okay, my sword's not doing enough damage to these guys. I'll do one of these to get back in the shadow stance. Oh, I died. I'm terrible. There's at least 2 people in chat that spend all their seasonal gold. Yeah, I know that feeling. I had like 800 or so when I got back on this evening, right before I started streaming, and I bought the upgrade materials because honestly I value them more at this moment than the one llama that I'll get from the event. I just value the upgrade materials a lot more at this moment in time. I don't know about you guys, but I blow through water, or sure drops of rain like it's nobody's business. My thoughts on the Ultimate Edition? My thoughts are the same as White Sushi's breakdown of it. If you're a collector, you're probably going to want it just so you can say you have everything. The heroes and the weapons you get are middling at best. So if you're going for collection, go ahead and get it. If you're going because you think it's a good value, it's kind of not, to be completely honest. In fact, it's probably the worst value. If you go for, what is it, like Super Deluxe or Limited or whatever it is right before the Ultimate one, you get 2 licenses. You can sell those licenses for 30 bucks or give them to your friends so you can recoup a little bit of money that way. I know on the extra license I had, my friend wanted to try the game, so I just upgraded my edition. Gave him a deal on the license and everything was cool with us. So, I mean, if you got $250 laying around and you're just burning a hole in your pocket, go ahead. But I can't really advocate that. Everyone's situation is different at the same time though, so I don't have $250 laying around.
Found one. Check out your map.
That's all I know for sure. I don't know anyone else's situation but my own. Have I considered it? Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit have I considered going for the Ultimate Edition. It never really presented a good value to me because I never knew enough people that could get in on it. That's true, the Survivor Transform Key is useful and the 36 additional llamas. If you wanted to upgrade, I would potentially wait until we had another event like the Halloween event. The Halloween event was one of the best events because you could get so many legendary survivors so easily. It was only 500 tickets for starters, right? 500 tickets and you got yourself a llama. The other thing is that those Halloween llamas were basically mini super peoples. So if you really want to upgrade, I would wait for another event such as that, personally. Hey Dad, I was going to save him. I'm in trouble now. This other person's AFKing and I don't know what that last person's doing over there. I have what was the $90 one? I think there's 90 and then 150 and then there's the 250 one. I have the 90. That's where I stopped. I bought llamas, or I bought V-coins, I want to say once. I bought $20 worth for a troll truck. But, pretty much let me down on what I got out of it, and from that moment on I decided that I don't have the kind of money to be spending a lot of money on this game. I try and treat these games, these free-to-play games, like a regular game in that I'll put $60 into it if I'm really enjoying it, and that's usually where I draw the line. I got you, let's fight him. Oh, even though I'm gonna get... Yeah, I got you. I can res. I can res. I don't really care about the weapon durability loss.
Enemies nearby.
We're just kind of going ham on this, aren't we? We're not really going too crazy with actually doing it correctly. Oh, there's a whole nother wave to go. Usually you don't end up seeing that many people do these through encampment missions to the end, but you've seen it a lot more during the event. Mostly because people are trying to get the kills, I think. Though I don't know about anyone else, but I finished the kills stuff about a week and a half into it, I want to say. But that's because I was also looking for the kills. I was doing missions with the kills. Hey! Day must have turned to night, and night turned to day. We got 250 left. We could probably get through one more.
Check out your map.
My question to you is, do you think that the ultimate is a good value? The epic key, for the epic survivor key is a good thing to have. That's the main selling point, I would say, of the ultimate edition. There's our lonely little bridge up there. So theoretically, we could have done. What's up? Cosby didn't do it. I'm glad you like the stream. You could do 2 of these bridges, one on either side of the map, especially if your teleporter isn't off cooldown yet. I've been really enjoying using it to get around the map very, very quickly a lot of the time. And some of my teammates were even starting to use it as they saw me always having it up. But we couldn't keep it up this time unless we wanted to wait a minute before we flew over to that other one. And then they all happen to be kind of close to each other, for the most part. The 50% off actually does not apply to the Ultimate Edition. You still have to pay full price for that. It was lit up. There we go. So what you could do in this situation, you could jump over here. You can plant your teleporter. You could teleport up a smash here if you wanted to. So yeah, the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, the 50% off deal, the only one it doesn't apply to is the Ultimate Edition. Probably because they don't want to feel like people that bought it at full price got slighted. So you can go up to the edition and get it for half off, but when you pop for that 250, you gotta go all the way. I don't even know what to think right now. OBS is being special.